but migrants who commit crimes will not find New York to be a safe haven.
We don't do it for those who are citizens, and we're not going to do it for those who are undocumented.
There are more questions and answers still about all the drones flying over New Jersey in recent weeks. Also sightings from California to Florida to Connecticut. One of its senators, Richard Blumenthal, a Democrat, says
we should be doing some very urgent intelligence analysis and take them out of the skies, especially if they're flying over airports or military bases.
The Biden administration insists the drones are not a safety risk, but many lawmakers in New Jersey have questioned that, saying, how do they know? America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
As President-elect Trump gets ready to return to office, there's speculation he could pursue charges against Democrats who investigated him and others over the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot that led to Trump being impeached in Congress right before he left office and then indicted in federal court on election interference charges that have been since dropped before his second term. And now a new report probes how FBI intelligence and actions were leading up to the Capitol riot.
The Office of the Inspector General found the FBI had asked 3 confidential human sources to be at the Capitol January 6th, though 23 also showed up in D.C. in connection to January 6th related events. 4 sources, including one who was asked to be there, entered the Capitol. 13 sources, including 2 who were asked to be there, entered the restricted area around the Capitol. The report notes the FBI did not authorize anyone to enter the Capitol nor encourage anyone to commit illegal acts. The OIG also found that one FBI office did request to send an undercover agent to the Capitol. That request was denied. None of the confidential human sources who entered the Capitol or a restricted area have been prosecuted. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A new Fox News poll puts President Biden's job approval rating at 41%. Only about 1 in 4 in the survey say economic conditions are positive right now. The economy was the biggest issue for many voters in the Trump election. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after selling knocked the Nasdaq down 132 points from its record high. The Dow dropped 234. Thursday night football was a kick fest.
This to tie the game. And Cardi's kick is right down the 101.
Then Joshua Cardi kicked 2 more field goals, giving the Los Angeles Rams a 12-6 win over the San Francisco 49ers on Amazon Prime Video. All the scoring came from kickers. The Rams boost their NFL playoff chances. They're 8-6 now. The 49ers fall to 6-8. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Regional Medical Center celebrated the opening of 26 new beds Thursday. The nearly 2-year expansion project totaled $12 million and brings the hospital bed capacity to 289. A Sparta woman has received a 5-year sentence, suspended to supervised probation for a stabbing incident. WJLE Smithville reports 44-year-old Christy Dawn Bolden was charged with aggravated assault in October after stabbing a man multiple times with a tire punch. Her sentence handed down after entering a plea by Criminal Information on Monday. A working smoke alarm prevented a Wednesday house fire from becoming a bigger tragedy. That, according to the Putnam County Fire Department, who responded to a stove fire at a home on Williamsburg Circle. A press release said the homeowner had laid down to rest when smoke detectors alerted of the fire. Crews made a quick attack on the fire and helped limit damage. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Today is Friday. It's 6:06. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's the 13th.
Ooh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, 12 more days to Christmas.
Only 12?
Yeah.
I better get to it.
You haven't done any
I've got
Christmas
all
shopping?
of mine except one.
Oh, well, then you're practically done then.
Yeah, this one's hard to buy for.
Apparently the 19th is the cutoff time if you want to ship something.
Okay, that's
So,
good to know.
Heads up there.
Still got a few days on
Few
there.
days, yeah.
High today will be around 55. We've got 31 right now. And, it might rain tomorrow, too. I hope it doesn't rain out our parades.
Yeah, they're going to let us know. We'll be sure to they're going to post it everywhere. So will we. We'll let you know about the different parades. You have Sparta, Livingston, and Cookeville, and I think Crossville, tomorrow. So a lot of Christmas parades. Looks like most of the rain is going to come in the afternoon and evening. That's also when most of the parades are.
Yeah.
So just be on the lookout.
Well, things you need to know.
Yeah.
Breakfast with Santa at the Granville Event Center is happening tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
That's cool.
Also, the Granville Christmas Parade is tomorrow at 3.
Okay.
Unless otherwise specified.
Yeah, unless torrential downpours.
That's right. Yeah.
Poets Coffee in Cookeville, they got another location that they're opening up over by Tennessee Tech. And they expect that to be open this coming spring. And then they're going to redo Poets on Jefferson. And they're doing that with our friends over at Tatum Hill Interiors.
Ooh, they're going to be fancy.
So it'll be super nice when they're done. And give Poets 3 locations then.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember when they first opened.
Yeah, me too.
In the little tiny shop. Now look at them expanded to 3 different
'em.
places.
Being full-grown adults now.
Good job, y'all. Also, tomorrow, it's Christmas at the Falls, Cummings Falls State Park. Santa will be on site. Pictures $5, and that's from 1 to 4 p.m. tomorrow at Cummings Falls.
All right. Tennessee Tech's, I think they announced this last year, probably around this time, that they were going to start offering a live audio engineering and technology degree. So that is open now, and they've already got 24 students majoring in that. There is a big need in that right now. So, and they've teamed up with some of the other engineering. Could you imagine that, having the live audio engineering from Tech, and then you also take part of their electrical engineering classes as part of it. So not only could you run it, if it completely breaks down, you can take it apart and put it back together again and make it work.
I think it's amazing that they're offering.
There's going to be so many people from Tennessee Tech at so many concerts across the country. It's going to be unreal.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
There's always a Cookeville connection.
Hopefully we can scam some tickets from them.
Hopefully. Well, this is something cool that's going on. Buy a coffee, get a free book. You'll receive a free book on us. That's the Putnam County Library. When you visit Jamie's Eats and Sweets or the Exceptional Bean and buy a coffee. It's all during the month of December while supplies last. So that's something like a good community thing that Putnam County Library is doing. And I think that's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, that is cool.
So you can visit Jamie's Eats and Sweets or the Exceptional Bean, buy a coffee, and while supplies last, get a free book.
Sheila, that's all I've got for a few things you need to know. Do you have anything else?
That's all I got, but I do have things you need to know.
That's what we just did.
Not things you need to know. Your 2 cents.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's it. It's brought to you by Freedom Pawn. From guitars to guns, they got you covered. And gaming systems. I know a lot of people out there looking for gaming systems
Yeah.
for Christmas, brand new, they're expensive. Or you can go get a gently used, clean, and working one
Yeah.
at Freedom Pond.
And let me tell you, they all look brand new.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they don't take anything that's, beat up.
They've got games and stuff there too. So if that's something you've been thinking about getting for somebody, I'd definitely give them a try. Save you several dollars on that deal.
If you have a hunter in your life, they got bows and arrows, and I mean some of the Barnett top notch and other brands. And I mean, I would try there first, definitely, because they've got some great things.
Yeah, they're on Mayberry Street there in Sparta, and we appreciate them bringing us your 2 cents.
Top Christmas movie of all time.
Oh, it's easy.
What's yours? Oh, yours is a
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation, and
I imagine that's going to be the winner, no matter what. Everybody loves that movie, I think.
We got a few people saying that, definitely.
You have one that's not Christmas Vacation, Sheila? What's yours?
Mine is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, really?
I love that one. Really love it. Did you like it when he finally watched it for the first time?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I love Jimmy Stewart too, though.
No, I did like that one. The other one you wanted me to watch,
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, that set a bad precedent, I think.
Well, see, Donna, his wife, is a real estate mogul.
No, she's not a real estate mogul. She's a real estate agent.
Mogul.
Well, that didn't have anything to do with...
He didn't like it because they got a free house at the end.
It's not that I didn't like it. It set a bad precedent.
I don't think they really got a free house. They were probably having to pay for it, but it was the house the little girl wanted.
Well, it just looked like, you could wish for anything.
Just get it.
And get it.
Sometimes you can.
Because she's a little princess. She whined through that whole movie.
That's little Natalie Wood.
I don't care. She whined through it and then was complaining there at the end when she didn't think she was going to get what she wanted.
It sounds about like you when you were bah humbugging Christmas before you had grandkids.
And then all of a sudden saying, meh, and then she wasn't happy until, there's the house that I wished for.
Anyway, my favorite is It's a Wonderful Life. You like that one?
Yeah, that was a good one.
You know why? Jimmy Stewart.
Well, we'll get into all the rest of the Christmas.
Yeah,
movies. Well, there's a bunch of them on Netflix right now. They've got a whole line. I've never heard of any of them.
You never heard of it? Oh, is it like the Hallmark ones? Because some of those I haven't really heard of. And
you can tell by the picture they're going to be cheesy. And you can just look at the preview and go,
nah, it's not for me, huh?
That one there is going to be bad.
Well, Elf is another one of my favorites, so I go
it's
for
a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Your 2 cents favorite Christmas movie. That's what we're talking about on Your 2 Cents. That's brought to you by Freedom Pond. Pawn. Yeah, down there on Freedom Pond. Yeah.
It sounds like it's almost on Golden Pond, that old movie.
Got me a world record crappie. Freedom Pond on
they did have some fishing poles in there too.
Mayberry Street. Yeah, they did. And they're on Mayberry Street.
Yeah.
And
we need to play the thing from Andy
and
Griffith.
Opie.
You can't talk today.
Well, we had our company Christmas party last night, and I was up past my bedtime.
Is that what it is, or did you have a little too much?
No, I was just up past my bedtime.
Yeah, you know what my husband says?
What?
If I haven't gotten good sleep, it's worse than if I've been drinking.
Absolutely.
And that's true.
Yeah. By the way, thanks to Holiday Inn.
They did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Great food.
Yeah, we had a barbecue and a baked potato bar.
Yeah.
Those baked potatoes were great.
I love it. I love it when they salt the outside and love it. It was so good.
Troy Amin, the hit machine, was our DJ last night, and he did a great job.
I want to say one thing too.
What?
Happy birthday to Freaky Dave.
Oh, that's right. Today's Freaky Dave's birthday.
Of course, it's on Friday the 13th.
Yeah. It's Freaky Friday.
Freaky Dave Friday.
He's practically Lindsay Lohan with a beard. 6:16 now here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back. Hang on.
And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. Then they were greatly afraid, but the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly a great company of the heavenly hosts appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests." So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart.
Merry Christmas from the J&S Construction family.
Disease, sickness, and injury are burdens for anyone, but especially when you have no one to help you. Be a blessing to a neighbor who is alone in the hospital and facing a health emergency. Learn more at CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients said something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville, William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx users are compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
You're a man with a plan.
I know.
You'll propose to her on that family trip in front of everyone. Brilliant.
I know.
You know the trip is only a month away.
But I don't have a ring.
Luckily, there's GageDiamonds.com with engagement rings in every style for every budget with certified natural diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, and moissanite.
Can I finance it?
Gage lets you buy the ring today and pay for it over time with our no credit needed financing.
Brilliant.
Yes, we are. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagements. Middle name.
Exclusions apply.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Saving energy saves you money. Whether you switch to Energy Star light bulbs, install Energy Star appliances, or add extra insulation. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila here. We are in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:19 now.
And our guest this morning will be from Upper Cumberland reporter Jacob Vinson will be coming in a little after 7.
Oh, Jacob.
Then at 7:30, Dana McWilliams and a few members of her team from Upperman Bees.
All right, good. They're on a good run, and she's won what?
800 games.
That's astonishing.
Yeah, and she's going to be in this morning. She's always great to us. Every time I ask her to be in, she'll come in, and she was on our show, and I know, she's always busy, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Your 2 cents, that's what we have going on over at News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook.
It's brought to you by Freedom Pawn on Mayberry Street in Sparta. Top Christmas movie of all time. What's your top Christmas movie?
Well, mine is Christmas Vacation. That's an easy get.
It's a great one.
Love that movie. My daughter loves that movie. It's a Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
And we've already got it planned when she comes back into town. And we're going to let Matthias stay up as long as he can for it.
I like that.
This will be his first Christmas Vacation evening movie night.
I wonder if he'll last through it, though, because he's pretty young.
I don't know. I doubt it.
I think he'll still think some parts are funny.
Yeah, absolutely. They are.
Because it's a great movie. It's silly.
I don't imagine he'll get too far into it. The number 2 for me would be Elf.
I love Elf, and I was surprised how much I loved it. I knew I would like it, but I thought it would be real cheesy.
No.
It had a real good,
Well,
like,
it's just cheesy enough.
right. I mean, it's just, it had a special meaning in it too. So
Yeah.
I love that. I love Elf. I love It's a Wonderful Life. What are some of my other
Another one that doesn't get as much love as it should, that's a really good Christmas movie, is Christmas with the Cranks.
It's great.
That's a great.
It's a funny movie.
Yes.
Oh, I'll tell you one that I like, but it's not for the children.
What?
Tim and I laugh our heads off at Bad Santa.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy Bob Thornton. It is R-rated with all the language, and I hate that it's so funny to me, but it is.
I tried to watch the red one after the Christmas
Yes.
party last night.
You were trying to watch something after the Christmas
I
party?
couldn't go, well, you know, I ate. That was eating pretty late.
Here's the deal. It was hard for me to wind down when I get all excited and I get to peopling at night. I was tired and I felt like I needed to sleep and knew my body needed to sleep, but I was wound up. I was like, that was a good time.
Well, I finally gotten to the age that if I eat too close to bedtime, I need to stay awake for a little bit
That
before
was
I go
me.
to bed.
Yeah.
So that's where I was. So I was like,
totally
I'll try this red one.
Was it not good?
I fell asleep.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't anything with a movie. It was
No,
more.
I mean, it looked like.
It's not going to be Elf, though, is it?
Oh, gosh, no. Or Christmas with the Cranks. My number 4 movie would be The Scrooged with Bill Murray.
That's a great one.
That's a great
I
one.
do consider, what is that Bruce Willis movie that people debate on if it's a Christmas movie? Die Hard?
Yeah.
I do think it's a Christmas movie.
It's during Christmas.
Yeah. So
So is The Gremlins. So is The Gremlins a Christmas movie.
yeah, that's
Whoa.
true.
Think about that shit.
Whoa, blow my mind.
What are others saying?
Here's what y'all are saying. Top Christmas movies of all time, in your opinion. Kevin, It's a Wonderful Life. Toby, It's a Wonderful Life. Dale said he has several. It's a Wonderful Life. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Miracle on 34th Street. Christmas Story. I know you like that one too.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Christmas Story. That was always good.
Yeah. Robin said A Christmas Carol. That's
Yeah.
like the three ghosts and all
Right,
that,
yeah.
but it's not Scrooged.
Right.
It's not that version. Christy said National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
There you go.
Oh, I forgot about this one too. She said or Polar Express. That one is good, and I love it. I love the little songs in it.
I never got into Polar Express.
I bet you Matthias would like that, your grandbaby.
We're going to steer him away from that and steer him
There's nothing wrong with it.
more toward, proper Christmas movies.
Like Christmas Vacation.
Yes, ma'am.
But he's a little too young for that right now. He's
Never
not going to
too
get
early
it.
to start to
That's so funny.
teach this young generation about America.
Terry said White Christmas. I have to be in the mood for White Christmas with Bing Crosby.
Never seen it.
It's slow in parts and long.
Well, there you go. That does it for me then. I'll never watch it.
Sandy said Polar Express and Rudolph. Cindy, A Christmas Story. What is the top Christmas movie in your opinion? No competition. Jewel said Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation.
It's going to be number 1.
Susan said Love Actually. Which, I forgot that that's a Christmas movie. It's
It
happening at
is.
Christmas, but there's a lot of things that make me cry in that.
Never seen it. I mean, I've heard
It's a
of
great
it.
movie, though.
It's got Renee Zellweger in it.
No.
Oh, then I've never even heard of it.
I don't think it's got her in it. I know it's got Emma somebody. That actress is good.
That old Emma.
That old Emma. Not Emma. I don't know. Anyway, it's got the one that was in Walking Dead. Andrew Lincoln. Andrew Lincoln. That was one of his first big movies.
Uh-huh.
He's a cutie pie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And then Michael said Frosty the Snowman. Is that a movie? I mean, that's more like the
but
cartoons.
neither is Rudolph.
I'll accept them
Yeah.
because it's Christmas.
Yeah. I like all those little, nobody said the Grinch.
No, but we do have some Grinch lovers out there, I know.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody seems to like the Grinch, so I thought more people would say the Grinch movie.
Well, the two that mainly everyone has said is our two favorites. It's a Wonderful Life and Christmas Vacation.
We have good taste, don't we?
We do.
Especially in Christmas movies.
You said it's so sweet and sentimental. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that. It's just I'm used to you picking. And when he sounds sweet, it's like almost funny to me.
Now, we were talking about on Netflix, they've got a whole bunch of Christmas movies on there. And they look like they may be the cheesiest Christmas movies that
You know, there's one, and I still haven't watched it yet. Isn't there a new Christmas movie with Lindsay Lohan that it keeps recommending for me, but I haven't watched it?
I don't know if it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, I guess so. It's right.
It's
at Christmas. They go to the parents' house, for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it is a cute movie.
So you've seen it?
Yeah, Donna put it on there, and I was like, well, I'll watch this. I'm rooting for Lindsay Lohan.
I like Lindsay.
And it's a pretty cute little movie. It's a rom-com.
So, I either can take or leave the rom-coms.
Well, me too, normally.
Gotta be in the mood.
Sometimes I'll get into them.
But that one is good? If you like
good.
it, I'll probably like it.
You'll like it. The other rom-com that I like is the one where old girl, she lives in Nashville.
Old girl?
Tiny little old thing, and she goes back
is it?
She goes back to Alabama.
Oh my gosh, Home Sweet Home.
And then the lightning strikes and makes the glass.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. I like that one too.
I love Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
I know we're saying Sweet Home Alabama.
But
it's Reese, and she's Tennessee.
Yeah, Donna got me to watch that one too. Well, that was a cute little movie.
Yeah, and that Josh guy, that's her husband.
It reminded anyway that Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie kind of reminded me of that. It's got a way different twist to it.
Okay.
But it kind of reminded me of that. It was entertaining enough that you could follow along, and it was a rom-com, but it was neither real rommy or real comedy. It was just kind of
a good little story to it.
Good little story to it.
Right.
It was cute. So cute.
It was so cute.
It was so cute, Sheila.
I would love it then.
So cute.
I might watch it this weekend.
Head on over to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook. Get in on your 2 cents. That's brought to you by Freedom Pawn in Sparta. You can find them on Mayberry Street. Stop by and see them, do some Christmas shopping, or if you just need some tools, they get you hooked up with that as well. Coming up, spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment and music. We'll get to that in just a little bit. The Real Good and Ask Sheila. That's all still to come before 7 o'clock. So stick with us here on Good Morning Cookeville. Brought to you by Willow Window. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Regional Medical Center celebrated the opening of 26 new beds Thursday. The nearly 2-year expansion project totaled $12 million and brings the hospital bed capacity to 289. A Sparta woman has received a 5-year sentence suspended to supervised probation for a stabbing incident. WJLE Smithville reports 44-year-old Christy Dawn Bolden was charged with aggravated assault in October after stabbing a man multiple times with a tire punch. Her sentence handed down after entering a plea by Criminal Information on Monday. A working smoke alarm prevented a Wednesday house fire from becoming a bigger tragedy. That, according to the Putnam County Fire Department, who responded to a stove fire at a home on Williamsburg Circle. A press release said the homeowner had laid down to rest when smoke detectors alerted of the fire. Crews made a quick attack on the fire and helped limit damage. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Pickett County Bobcats traveled to Eagleville and split with the Eagles. The Lady Bobcats won 58-41 in the first game, while Eagleville won the boys' game 56-46. Dan Mullen, former head coach at Florida and Mississippi State, was named the new head coach of UNLV football yesterday. Mullen last coached in 2021 for the Gators, where he went 34-15 in 4 years with one SEC championship. Mullen takes over for Barry Odom, who left to take over for Purdue. Longtime ESPN basketball broadcaster Dick Vitale announced yesterday on social media that he was cancer-free again. Vitale was first diagnosed with cancer in 2021 and has beaten it 4 times since. Vitale is 85 and said he hopes to get back into the booth this season. In the NHL last night, the Islanders topped the Blackhawks 5-4, Capitals over the Blue Jackets in overtime 2-1, Flyers beat the Red Wings 4-1, and the Devils beat the Kings 3-1. Tonight on UCR, we have 2 high school basketball games as Cookeville hosts Oakland and Pickett County travels to Cumberland County. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Boeing says it will spend $1 billion to speed up 787 Dreamliner production. The money will be spent at its South Carolina plant to address problems ranging from manufacturing and safety issues to a lack of parts. It'll create 500 jobs. As of last year, Boeing was producing 5 Dreamliners a month. It plans to boost production to 10 a month by 2026. Costco shares are narrowly higher. Wall Street's encouraged by its better-than-expected earnings. Investors are looking past sales numbers. Sales increased 7.5%, not as much as analysts were predicting. Costco says shoppers are still looking to save, but they are also splurging on higher-end meats, gold, jewelry, furniture, and hardware. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Posola, invested in you.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Partly cloudy in mid-50s today. We'll see temperatures fall back into the middle 30s overnight with partly cloudy skies. But tomorrow, increasing clouds, chance of rain by late afternoon. Highs getting closer to 60. And then the rain gets in here tomorrow night. We'll see overnight lows in the mid-40s with daytime highs on Sunday as we complete the weekend in the mid to upper 50s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:34.
We're excited about our guest from the Upper Cumberland Reporter coming up just after 7. We'll talk to Jacob Benson, and we'll talk about all the high school sports, maybe a little bit of college. A lot of excitement coming along with the sports. Then at 7:30, we have Dana McWilliams. She had won 800 games. 800 games. Dana McWilliams from the Upperman Bees, and we'll have some of the team members in here with us too.
Fantastic. Spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Jimmy Fallon, it's a repeat, but it's Angelina Jolie. So
she's got some movie on Netflix that's about an opera singer, and she stars in that. So I think she's touting that.
Yeah, most of the talk shows are on repeat starting now. And
yeah. Taking off for Christmas and New Year's.
On PBS tonight, Violent Femmes 40th anniversary.
The group, yeah.
WWE SmackDown is on USA. 30 for 30, the New York Sack Exchange. That'll be good to watch.
That would be good to watch.
ESPN. Love During Lockup, a series premiere on Wii. Friday Night Vibes, TBS, The Bucket List with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. And Hanukkah on the Rocks. That's on the Hallmark Channel tonight.
Hanukkah on the Rocks.
New to stream, Disney Plus has a concert documentary with Elton John called Never Too Late. Premiere on Max is the Joker show, Folie à Deux.
I don't even know if that's right.
Lady Gaga's in it, and so is Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, that sounds like something I might watch.
Disaster Holiday, that's on Netflix, movie premiere there. Dexter Original Sin series premiere on Paramount Plus. Been seeing the previews for that. That looks good. 1992, a series premiere on Netflix.
Is that something to do with Taylor Sheridan? He always likes those years.
I don't know what it is, but it was kind of
92 wouldn't be as exciting as 1883.
it was kind of depressing though, because that's the year I graduated high school, and they're making movies about it like some sort of history documentary. I don't like it.
Well, see, 92, 93, even 2000 doesn't sound like it was that long ago, and then you get to adding the years up.
Yeah, it's forever ago.
Yeah.
Mismatched, that's on Netflix, series 3 premiere. The Bravest Night, that's on Hulu, season 2 premiere of that. And Wonder Pets in the City, that's on Apple TV Plus, series premiere starting tonight. There's some college football tomorrow. Navy and Army play tomorrow.
Yeah, that's always good. I always like that game.
It's always good. And then there's another show on Lifetime called The Holiday Junkie, and that's with Jennifer Love Hewitt, plays a professional holiday magic maker grieving her mother this Christmas.
Oh, well, I like Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I do too.
So
nothing wrong with that.
Well, it might be like, it sounds a little Hallmarky, but if it's Jennifer Love Hewitt, it's some good acting in it.
That's the thing about those Hallmark movies. Sometimes
it's so
acting
cheesy
is
and the
just
acting is a
terrible.
little, you can tell they're acting, and I can't get into the story when I can see that they're acting, and then I'm trying to direct in my head.
Right.
And I'm thinking, the director let this go?
No, I haven't left my hometown recently, ever.
And it's even bad when you can tell the ones walking behind them, they're acting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you not just walk normal?
The Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, will lead off Netflix NFL Christmas game on Christmas Day with a taped performance of her record-breaking single, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I wonder if she'll hit that high note and make glass break.
I don't know, Sheila. So
you done with that song?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I wish I'd have written that song. She is making every penny count on that.
Absolutely, she is. Godzilla is entering the MCU to take on Marvel's superheroes in a 6-comic series called Godzilla vs. Marvel. It's a series of one-shots that will see the monster battle the Fantastic Four, Hulk, Spider-Man, X-Men, and Thor.
I won't watch that.
No, probably.
It sounded exciting hearing you announce it, but nah.
Hulu is planning a reboot of Prison Break to be directed by Elgin James, who created Mayans, MC, and The Outlaws. This year's Golden Globes gift bags handed out to winners at the event have topped $1 million in value.
Man, I would just like one time to have one of those big old bags full of stuff.
You said, man.
I'm so jealous.
Man.
Until you want, man.
Man. Producers didn't offer too many details. They say it's access to some of the most incredible designers, brands, experts, and places in the world. You basically choose your own adventure. You look at the booklet and you decide, I want to do this. I want to experience this. And then if it's not for you, you don't have to do it.
I wonder if all that they win, do they have to pay taxes on all that? If it's $1 million,
I want to say, yeah, it's in California, so I would say
but I
that,
guess
yeah.
that's just a drop in the bucket for most of them.
That's like when you win something on The Price is Right, and you got to pay taxes on that.
See, us poor people think about all that stuff.
Yeah. TMZ asked Brian Austin Green his thoughts on Machine Gun Kelly splitting from his pregnant ex-wife, Megan Fox. I'd forgotten that Brian Austin Green.
Him and Megan were a thing before.
I forgot that. Brian only learned of the breakup from the paparazzi, but he didn't bite his tongue. He said he's in his 30s. Like, grow up. She's pregnant.
Wow.
And he said, I want the best for her. I'm heartbroken about it.
You know, he's married now to one of the dancers on what's that dance show?
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. Is it Sharna?
I have no idea. I have not been
They
keeping.
seem real happy
hadn't
together.
been keeping up with David Austin Green, believe it or not.
Well, I hadn't either, but I like her, and she's had a couple of kids with him, and I think they're married. And
Yeah, I think he's had 3 with. Is it 3 kids with Megan Fox? Don't they have some school-aged kids? I think they do. I think they have 3.
but sounds like he at least still cares about her well-being, because that's probably the mother of his children then.
Dick Van Dyke celebrated his 99th birthday Friday, but he almost didn't make it.
What?
As we reported, Dick was one of the celebrities who had to evacuate ahead of the Malibu wildfire. Turns out it was a big ordeal for him. He says he tired himself out trying to untangle his fire hose. So I guess he's got his own fire hose. It was coming from the hill. You could see it. I was trying to crawl to the car. I had exhausted myself. I couldn't get up, and 3 neighbors came and carried me out. Even though Dick and his wife Arlene got out safely, they didn't know the fate of their cat Bobo for a few days. But when they got home on Wednesday, there was Bobo waiting for them.
I'm glad Bobo was all right too. I love Dick Van Dyke. I mean, seriously, he's got such a positive outlook, and I think that's why he's lived to 99.
Probably. I think that's part of it. The box office forecast for this weekend is a pair of new arrivals. They're targeting that 18 to 34-year-old man. And then there's Moana, who they think will still be number 1. Wicked, they still think will be number 2. And then there's a new movie coming out called Kraven the Hunter.
Oh.
It's expected to debut around $15 million, which
I've
matches
not heard of it.
what Marvel's Madam Web made in all of February. And then there's a Lord of the Rings animated deal coming out. It's PG-13, and they expect it to make around $5 million. So those are some newer movies that are out for this weekend if you plan on hitting the movies up instead of going and watching one of the many Christmas parades that you could see in the Upper Cumberland. I'm probably not going to go and see any of those movies.
I was thinking, how long has it been since I've actually been to a movie in the theater? And it's been a couple of years.
Morgan Wallen yesterday appeared in Nashville court, and he's facing the music. Get it? Because he's a musician.
I got it. You know, he was so polite to the judge. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah. He had to answer for charges for when he was throwing chairs off the 6th floor of Eric Church's rooftop bar.
Mm-hmm. He got carried away.
During his court appearance, he pled guilty to 2 reduced misdemeanor reckless endangerment charges. He was sentenced to 7 days of incarceration at a DUI facility and 2 years of supervised probation. Should he fulfill his sentence with no further incidents, his record will be expunged.
So a DUI facility.
Yeah.
Was he drunk when he threw the chairs off? Is that why they sentenced him to that?
How great would it be to be Morgan Wallen's probation officer, though?
That would be real cool, and say, you know what? Just sing me a song.
Well, no, Wouldn't you have to go on tour with the guy?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it'd be fun as all get out.
Great.
Yeah. What do you do? Well, I'm Morgan's probation officer.
I'm sitting here just making sure he performs well.
I'll volunteer for that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to pay me hardly anything.
I know. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a big time. I was surprised by this. Other people were not. Time magazine named Donald Trump the person of the year.
Yeah, you and I had talked about that. We were thinking it was going to be Elon Musk.
Sure. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, I like it, but I just didn't expect him to be. He's gone from mugshot to assassination attempts now to person of the year within a year.
Well, I can see it considering all of it really has a major comeback like that. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I was scrolling. You got to watch now when you're scrolling through the media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg had something and he put it up like it was real. I thought it was Snoop Dogg making person of the year for a little bit because it looked like Time magazine looked for real. Like it was Snoop Dogg that made it. And I'm like, really? And I was like, well, he is pretty cool. And then I realized it was just on his little social media. He was being funny.
I just didn't think that would be what would happen. 'Cause I figured Time magazine would be, a little left.
Right.
Don't want to be canceled, kind of stuff. But that seems to be going away now.
Yeah. I know there were people that loved it on the Time social media page and some people that were complaining about it too. So you're going to have people complain no matter what you do.
You can't please everybody.
Yeah.
And then lastly here, Selena Gomez is engaged to Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I heard about that, which I forgot who Benny Blanco is.
Me too, but I remember watching that Selena Gomez.
Special?
With Maddie. She was in
you're talking about them. Yeah, her
Nickelodeon shows back when Maddie was a little girl. I remember watching.
Really talented.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for spoiler alert. Coming up, we've got The Real Good. We've also got Ask Sheila. So that's coming up. So stick with us here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Freedom Pawn is also one of the stops for the Jingle Bell Shop with the White County Chamber of Commerce. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Don't miss Christmas in the Country every Friday now through December 13th in downtown Livingston. There'll be music, carolers, shopping, carriage rides, refreshments, giveaways, and even Santa will make an appearance for photos. Different events are scheduled for each Friday night, so check out the Livingston Overton County Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for a complete schedule. Bring the family for some holiday fun. It's Christmas in the Country this Friday starting at 5 in downtown Livingston.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355, that's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
This Christmas, as you gather with loved ones, take a moment to remember the reason for the season, to give thanks for all of God's blessings, and to honor those who have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Here's a special Christmas message from Senator Marsha Blackburn.
In this time of celebration, let us remember what a blessing it is to be a Tennessean, an American, and to live as children of God in the most extraordinary country in the world. As we celebrate the birth of our Savior, let us always choose to live by His word, to give thanks to those who serve us all, and to love our fellow Americans. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
I'm Marsha Blackburn, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Marsha for Senate.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:51 right now.
We're going to have a high in the mid-50s today, so a little bit warmer than it has been, but we're starting out chilly with 31.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. An anonymous donor has donated a whopping $3.5 million to the Milwaukee Art Museum with some special instructions. The money is only to be used to pay for the admission of children 12 and under, allowing them to visit for free. Well, that should be good for a long time.
Yeah. Long time.
Go through $3.5 million in under 12 admission. The donor, who wishes to remain anonymous, told museum officials that they had fond memories of visiting the museum with their family through the years and wanted to foster similar experiences for future generations and families. Thanks to the generosity of this art enthusiast, young people will be able to visit, engage with, and learn from all the exhibitions on display at a world-class art museum.
I think that's awesome.
What does it cost to get in an art museum, Sheila?
Anywhere from $15 to $20.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some are cheaper than that.
That's $1.
$1.
Man. Another real good story. For the past 72 years, Pud Johnston, that's his name, P-U-D, Pud Johnston, has been working at a Christmas tree farm in Oxford Station, Ontario, that he and his brother established in 1952. Well, Pud is 99 years old now. He lives just 20 minutes from the farm and enjoys a beautiful view of the St. Lawrence River with his wife, Sheila.
I bet she's sweet.
Pud and Sheila. The farm is a year-round operation with thousands of trees sold each season and requiring constant care. Pud's dedication to pruning, even at his age, is a testament to his love for what he does and his belief in staying active. He said, "It keeps me fit, and I think it's one of the reasons I'm 99 years old."
Oh, I'm sure he's still doing what he loves. Good attitude.
And because of Pud's year-round dedication to his trees, thousands of families will enjoy celebrating with a traditional Christmas tree in their homes this year and for years to come. So way to go, Pud. Way to go, Sheila.
Thanks.
The other Sheila that's married to Pud. And to whoever left that gift for those kids doing the art stuff.
That's great.
Sheila, you ready for Ask Sheila?
Yeah, might as well be, right? It's Friday to be a good one, right, Jason?
I mean, I guess so. So I gave them all to you yesterday.
You didn't give them all to me.
I did.
No.
Anybody who's listening knows.
No, they know that I worked hard for it and gave great answers.
But I also said yesterday, I'm not giving you any clues today because yesterday I clued you out. And some, I even just said, I'll take it because you were arguing and I didn't feel like arguing with you.
I don't argue.
Sheila, you argue all the time.
No, I don't.
Nothing. Every.
I'm not even arguing right now.
1 in 5 people used to be able to do this, but can't anymore. What is it?
That could be anything under the sun, Jason.
1 in 5 people used to be able to do this.
Skip.
But can't.
We have an ongoing thing about that. And did I skip the other day? Yes, I did.
You did skip the other day.
When you really think about it and you haven't skipped in a long time, you overthink it. And then when I just didn't think it and I started trying to skip across the room, I did it.
Right.
Because I wasn't thinking about it.
That's a lot of problems right there. People just think themselves right out of what they can and can't do.
I was thinking, how do I need to move my legs? And then my legs thought, I don't know.
Right. That's like golfing. If I'm thinking about golfing, I'm
Yes.
terrible. If I'm not thinking about golfing, I do, pretty good.
Just let life happen.
Let life happen. All right, Sheila. 1 in 3 drivers.
Wait, you didn't tell me that. Was that answer right?
No, absolutely not. Pass a written driving test.
How on earth would I have pulled that out of my head?
Well, with your driving record,
My driving record's good.
I doubt you could pass a written driving test.
I did when I was 16.
Oh, that don't mean you could now.
I think I could do better even
They've
now.
changed a lot of laws since then.
What does that mean?
Well,
No horse and buggy?
right.
Just
One, it's not called a horseless carriage anymore.
go on to the next one. Go on. I'm ready.
1 in 3 drivers have never done this simple task for their car. What is it?
Change the tire.
I'll give it to you. It's not the right answer, but check to see if the spare tire is usable.
So it had to do with the
It
tire.
had to do with the spare. So
Yeah. I think
Family
it's
Feud
nice.
rules, you said. What was it? So
Change a tire, but
we'll
like
get-
they're checking to see if the
yeah,
extra.
I'm one. I haven't checked to see if spare tire is any account or not.
No. We checked it when we bought it, but that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. I'm
That's
sure-
good. It'll stay good forever.
I'm sure it's still good. All right, last question, Sheila. This automobile feature was invented by a sightless man. Most cars have it, but you probably don't use it every day. What is it?
It was invented by a blind man?
A sightless man is what it says here. It doesn't say completely blind.
And I don't use it every
Most
day.
cars have it, but you probably don't use it every day. What is it?
I'm going to say my cruise because I only use it like on the interstate, and I don't take the interstate every day.
Sheila, you got that one exactly right.
There's no giving it to me
There's
or
no
anything.
hints, no giving it to you. That was 100%
I
on.
believe a blind man or a sightless man.
That was on your own.
That was.
Strong, independent woman, you.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
So proud right now.
Thank you.
Can-
I'm proud actually too.
So that gives you 2. I think that gives you 8 for the week, maybe.
Oh, I was so close to at least tying my record at 9.
I'm sorry, Sheila.
It's all right. I still have fun trying to get them.
Who's we got some great guests coming up. I know Jacob Vincent is coming in.
Right. And then Dana McWilliams with the Upperman Bees from Baxter. She's got 800 wins under her belt, and then going to bring in some of the ladies with her.
Oh, that's great. So we'll be able to talk to all of them coming up here next hour on Good Morning Cookeville. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. Dipsy Doodle's got us on. Or the Doodle has us on this morning.
Yeah, thank you, Doodle.
And also, they did yesterday morning. I don't know if they will this morning or not, but All Good Diner had us on yesterday morning.
Yeah, we love both of
This
them.
is
Thank
News
you
Talk
both
107.7 and
for doing that. We
1400.
appreciate
The
it.
Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hope you hang out with us. We'll be right back.
AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.
Celebrations across Syria. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. After Friday prayers, all following the weekend overthrow of the government by Syrian opposition rebels sending dictator Bashar al-Assad fleeing to Russia. Secretary of State Antony Blinken calls it a big moment for Syria.
To move from out from under the shackles of Bashar al-Assad to a different and better future for the Syrian people, one that the Syrian people decide for themselves.
Blinken is in Turkey for talks the day after an American was among the many political prisoners freed.
Stacy Gardner, the mom of Travis Timmerman, says she could hardly believe it when she got a call from her daughter
telling her Travis was found.
I was crying. I said, they found my baby. I'm so glad.
New authorities in Syria say Timmerman was jailed 7 months ago in former President Bashar al-Assad's prison system after crossing from Lebanon into Syria on a Christian pilgrimage.
Fox's Jill Nato. President Biden will this morning have a virtual call with leaders of G7 countries after the U.S. gave Ukraine another $500 million in military aid overnight. Russia launched another barrage, hundreds of missiles and drones targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Now to the drone mystery over New Jersey. Some have also been spotted in other states.
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus.
National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby. Some New Jersey lawmakers question that assessment, saying they aren't being given answers. 18 years after the Duke lacrosse scandal, the woman who accused 3 players of raping her, Crystal Mangum, now admits she made it all up.
Saying this, quote, I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't, and that was wrong. And I betrayed the trust of a lot of other people who believed in me.
Fox's Chanley Pinner also reports Mangum was in prison for murdering her boyfriend in 2011.
Also apologized to the 3 Duke players who were all found innocent of the crimes.
America's listening to Fox News.
Life takes a toll on our bodies, no way around it. Whether it's sitting hours on end at your computer or working a physical job, over time, your body pays the price. There is, however, an effective way to turn back the clock on pain. Relief Factor. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor helps support your body's response to inflammation. The difference, instead of masking pain, Relief Factor helps eliminate it for good. And it's 100% drug-free. If the pains that come with living a full life are affecting you, do as so many others have. Turn back the clock on pain with Relief Factor. Their 3-week quick start is just $19.95, less than $1 a day. When you feel good, it's amazing how much more you get out of life. So visit ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Try it for only $19.95. While we can't stop aging, not yet, we can stop pain. Turn back the clock with Relief Factor.
There's a new Fox News poll that President Biden might not like as he gets ready to leave office next month.
President Biden's job approval sits at 41% among poll respondents. His poorest ratings are on how he's done with foreign policy, 37%, inflation, 34%, and the border, 31%. The economy was the top issue in the recent election. Only 23% of voters say economic conditions are positive right now. Just 31% say they're satisfied with how things are going across the nation. Overall, 35% say they will remember the Biden presidency as one of the worst, while only 7% will consider it one of the best. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after selling. The Dow dropped 234 points. The Nasdaq fell from a record high. On Thursday night football, a lot of kicking.
The Rams prevailed on a rainy, soggy night in Santa Clara, California. LA got by the Niners 12-6. The game featured no touchdowns, 6 field goals, and 11 first-half punts. The biggest play of the night came in the fourth quarter when Rams QB Matthew Stafford found Puka Nacua on a 51-yard strike. Moments later, Joshua Carty booted the third of his 4 field goals to snap a 6-6 tie.
That's Fox's Bob Mortale. The LA Rams improved their NFL playoff chances, now 8-6. The San Francisco 49ers dropped to 6-8. Now to college.
I love coaching. I love the interaction with the players. I love building a team.
That's Bill Belichick, the legendary ex-NFL coach who won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots, introduced as the new head coach of the University of North Carolina.
Excited for the opportunity to build and develop young student athletes, young men, and prepare them for their life, either in the NFL or professionally.
It'll be Belichick's first time coaching college football. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Regional Medical Center celebrated the opening of 26 new beds Thursday. The nearly 2-year expansion project totaled $12 million and brings the hospital bed capacity to 289. A Sparta woman has received a 5-year sentence, suspended to supervised probation for a stabbing incident. WJLE Smithville reports 44-year-old Christy Dawn Bolden was charged with aggravated assault in October after stabbing a man multiple times with a tire punch. Her sentence handed down after entering a plea by Criminal Information on Monday. A working smoke alarm prevented a Wednesday house fire from becoming a bigger tragedy. That, according to the Putnam County Fire Department, who responded to a stove fire at a home on Williamsburg Circle. A press release said the homeowner had laid down to rest when smoke detectors alerted of the fire. Crews made a quick attack on the fire and helped limit damage. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila on 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We are here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now with Jason and Sheila.
From the best local sports coverage around, maybe even the best out of national.
The world's
best coverage. Upper Cumberland reporters, Jacob Vinson.
Thank you. You're rolling out the red carpet this morning.
I mean, we love Upper Cumberland Reporter. We love you guys.
Basketball season is finally started in the Upper Cumberland, and I know we'll probably have a little break here for Christmas or whatever, but where do things stand right now? I know you unveiled the UC Top 5 and all of that. Where are our local teams at currently?
We got a lot of good teams again. Go figure. We normally do, especially on the girls' side. I know you'll talk with Coach McWilliams coming up in the next segment, and they're our number one team right now. They're playing some really good basketball. Cookeville is also really, really good. They're our number 2 team. So Upperman and Cookeville, which is how it was last year.
On the girls.
Yeah, on the girls' side right now. And then Upperman boys are number 1 on the boys' side too. So, but then the Cookeville boys, they're starting to figure it out. Obviously, that's a brand new team after losing 5 starters, a new head coach. And so they're starting to figure some things out. Got a good win against Farragut earlier this week. They have a really good opportunity tonight against a good Oakland team to get another win. So
where's that at?
That'll be in Cookeville.
Okay, good.
We'll have broadcast coverage of it. Not exactly sure the channel of that yet. So we have 2 games tonight, and we haven't planned out the channels yet because Facebook has been having fun with us. So we've started to transition a lot of our stuff over to YouTube. So Upperman's games have been exclusively on YouTube this week. Cookeville might be on YouTube tonight as well, just YouTube. And then we have Pickett County as well tonight. Okay. So, but yeah, Upperman and Cookeville both are having some good seasons. White County girls are poised to have a really good season. And then Pickett County and Clark Range are the other 2 teams in our top 5 on the girls' side. On the boys' side, Jackson County has started the season undefeated. They're playing some pretty good basketball. Stone Memorial is really good. That's our top 3. And then Pickett County. And we've got White County at 5 right now just because Trip Pinion hasn't come back yet. Obviously, he was dealing with the injury throughout football season. And so we're kind of waiting to see when he gets healthy what that team looks like. So basketball is as healthy as ever.
Man, it seems like especially girls basketball here is always top-notch.
It is.
And it's, I don't know, you just always count on it being good, but boys basketball is really taking a big step forward in the area as well. As far as and I know it's a long ways away, but as far as teams that you're looking at that might make the state tournament, I mean, how many do you think from the Upper Cumberland? Sounds like quite a few, what you're talking about.
Yeah, Noah has said a couple of times already this year. I think he said since he's been here, he's never covered less than 5 teams at the state tournament combined between boys and girls.
Yeah.
On the girls' side, I could very easily see 4 teams, probably 5 teams. Upperman and Cookeville. Upperman definitely has a good chance. Cookeville's is a little bit harder just because of their path in 4A. Bradley Central is on the other side in what would be a sectional round. So you really got to win that region championship to have a better chance because Bradley Central is just, I mean, they're really, really good. And then obviously we think White County's got a good chance in 3A. 2A, we're kind of waiting to see because we've got York Institute in our coverage area. Reese Beatty plays at York Institute, but she's not playing right now. She might be coming back at the start of February.
Is she hurt?
She was hurt. She's going to Iowa State next year.
Right.
She did sign to do that, and she ended up having surgery. And she actually played hurt at the end of last season and all summer, and then decided to have surgery. So she's still recovering from that, but they expect her to be back in February.
Okay. Well, great.
And so if she gets back, then York absolutely has a chance to make the state tournament. And they still might even without her. They're still a pretty good team. Smith County looks pretty good in the 2A class. And then Pickett County and Clark Range in 1A. They both might make it out of that same district on the girls' side.
Clark Range always seems to have a top-notch girls basketball.
And they've struggled maybe a little bit in terms of their standards the last 3-4 years, but they've got a really good team this year. And Pickett County's got a really good team this year. So, and they're in the same district. I mean, I expect those two to battle all year long and then into the region championship and even after that, possibly the state tournament as well. So,
boys side, I mean, kind of the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think Upperman has a chance to win the whole thing in 3A. They've got a really good team, obviously led by Ty Cobb. Stone Memorial's got a really good team as well. I mean, they've got Mr. Basketball finalist from a year ago in Cade Capps. He returns, and he's having another Mr. Basketball season so far. And we think both of those teams that are in the same district could also make the state tournament again. Jackson County's got a good chance in 2A. Their path gets a little bit tougher once they get towards the region championship in the sectional rounds. But they've got a really good team this year led by Will McCrary, He's just a post player from the 1970s. He's 6'4", and he is a walking double-double.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's impressive. And then in the 1A class, Pickett County struggled a little bit last night at Eagleville, but we could still see them making the state tournament as well.
What about Livingston? They used to be always in the top, and not that they're a bad basketball team or anything, but where are they at in this? Livingston, they've just kind of dropped off a little bit, and they're on their way. Young players, what's going on there?
So obviously the girls team, they made the state championship a few years ago. A team led by seniors, and they're 5-2 to start this year. And their 2 losses aren't bad losses. I think they're both against Division II opponents. So we don't put a lot of weight, especially in those games. So they're kind of right on the outside of the UC top 5 looking in right now. Yeah. We kind of consider them probably the number 3 team in that district behind Upperman and White County. And then Stone Memorial will have a say in that as well. But they're right there.
So they're just in a very competitive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 7-3A.
I love going and watching games.
Yeah.
At Livingston Academy. I don't know if it's the old
it's
gym.
always
I don't know what it is about that particular gym, but it is awesome to go watch it's one of the loudest.
When the fans show up, it's like old school, almost like an old school gym.
So I don't know what it is, but there's just something about that
the fan base is just always there and always ready to cheer for their team, and it's a good feel.
It's one of my favorite places to go. Not that you probably don't pick and choose your favorites, but
we've tried to pick our favorites atmospheres before, or top atmospheres, and it's tough. I mean, we kind of did it with football earlier this year.
That's right,
on here, and in basketball, it's really tough. There's a lot of good places to go watch games. And it depends on if it's a district game or a region championship. I mean, that plays into it as well. But
it's been a while since I've been to Sparta to watch a basketball game. But I remember, in high school, it was always pretty raucous. And I believe it still is in Sparta.
They played Austin East in a boys sectional a couple years ago to make the state tournament and hit a last-second shot to win it.
Yeah.
And it was one of the loudest videos I think we've ever put out on social media. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. There's just some and again, I don't know if it's the old school part of the gym or what, but just some great basketball atmosphere here in the Upper Cumberland. We'll talk more with Jacob about some of the upcoming high school basketball games, and we'll get into some college, maybe even a little college basketball, and we'll talk about the 12-team college football playoff and how his Indiana Hoosiers are going to Notre Dame, and our Tennessee Vols are playing the Buckeyes. And boy, the Buckeyes have finally met Vol Twitter, and I don't think they know what to do about it. It's been pretty funny so far. We'll get into all that coming up in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Hey, it's Jason here from Jason and Sheila on Good Morning Cookeville, and I'm sure you've heard by now, totally scared of the dentist. That's why I choose Hayes Family Dentistry in Cookeville. Dr. Kevin Hayes and Sandy Hayes, they take their time. They make sure their patients aren't in any pain whatsoever. Like, they take extra careful time to make sure that you're comfortable while you're at the dentist, and they do it all for you too. Hayes Family Dentistry, they offer everything you need to keep and restore your healthy, beautiful smile. They do general and cosmetic dentistry, dental implants, and of course, sedation dentistry, and so much more. Visit them at HayesDentistry.com. Hayes Family Dentistry. Dr. Kevin and Dr. Sandy right here in Cookeville. Go by and see them.
Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614. Or 10th Street in Cookeville. Hayes Family Dentistry.
The Jewelry Emporium, 526-8366. Let her know it's her that you're thinking of. Shower her with love. Diamonds really are a girl's best friend. The Jewelry Emporium, 526-8366.
This holiday season, Habitat for Humanity's Restores are here to help you get your home ready for the festivities. Whether you're decking the halls or searching for the perfect gifts, our Restores have everything you need, from furniture and home decor to building materials, all at incredible prices. And don't miss our special event on December 21st. Bring the kids out to meet the Grinch himself from 10 a.m. to noon. It's the perfect way to make lasting memories and share a little holiday mischief. Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila. It's 7:19. We're here in the Willow Window Studio.
55 will be the high for this afternoon. We'll have partly sunny skies. We've got a cold 32 right now. Jacob Benson is with us from Upper Cumberland Reporter.
Well, we got the college football playoff going.
And we can both be happy.
We can both be happy. Were you surprised that they left Alabama out?
I was happy they left Alabama out.
But were you surprised?
A little bit.
Me too.
And I only say that because obviously I think it's really tough what the committee has to do, because it's either the 12 most deserving teams or the 12 best teams. And those are two different things. I think they put the 12 most deserving teams in.
Yeah.
Because Alabama, I think, is probably better than 2 or 3 teams that are in the playoff right now. But when you lose to Oklahoma on the road like you did, when you lose to Vandy on the road like you did, I mean, the Tennessee loss is obviously fine. I mean, Tennessee is in the college football playoff, so that one kind of nullifies itself. But you can't lose 3 times, and especially when you've got that Oklahoma loss. That one
hurt.
I think that was the one that did it. And then I think the way that SMU finished the game against Clemson, where they were down by quite a bit, and everyone was like, "Oh, well, there goes SMU," and then they came back and had a chance to force overtime, and then Clemson just an insane finish to the game.
Yeah, it was nice.
But I think Clemson kind of screwed Alabama, because I think if SMU wins that, then they might have even a better chance to get in.
Don't you think it'll change next year though, because the conference champs getting that bye?
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that. Arizona State is, what are they, a 3?
Yeah.
That's weird. Boise State in there.
Right. I just don't.
I think they're doing this format for the next 2. Well, I guess this year and next year.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I think is when they can change it.
I guess.
I did see a bracket, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting. Why doesn't the FBS do the same thing that the FCS does with their playoff?
Yeah.
And they have the conference champions, they have at-larges, and just the way the bracket looked, I thought that would look pretty cool.
I think they should go back to letting the BCS formula rank the teams, and then they just seed them.
Yeah.
Then that takes a lot of the human part out of it then.
And I think another big factor to this is I don't think you can have a sitting AD or an active AD as the committee chair for this. I mean, he's not only is he Michigan's AD, which obviously doesn't matter this year, other than he might have like a Big Ten bias.
Right.
But he's doing so much other stuff as an AD. I was kind of listening to that on a talk show yesterday about all the other stuff that they do. I mean, you got to spend a lot of time on this committee to actually decide which teams should be in the playoff.
Well, now he can go back to figuring out his trip to the ReliaQuest Bowl, whatever that is, and it's Michigan's big game with Alabama.
Hey, I appreciate him because it made Indiana's win over him look better. So
that's true. It's funny. I went this past Monday after because they announced it all on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't wait to get home and put it on the SEC network so you could sit and listen to all the Alabama fans calling Paul.
It's great. That's all I was doing this week was listening to Feinbaum.
Yeah, Paul. Gonna have to get ready to bore. And I was like, oh man, here we go. This is
what you get. It's what you get when you put a Hoosier out there. He was our offensive coordinator whenever Penix was at Indiana.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then they both went to Washington and now at Alabama.
So when you look at some of these games coming up, of course, Indiana plays Notre Dame. I think that's a good draw for you Hoosiers.
I think so. I mean, Notre Dame is offensively obviously really good. They've got the one loss to NIU, which somehow everyone has just kind of thrown to the wayside.
Everybody forgot about that.
I mean, and their strength of schedule, I mean, they're not world beaters. Obviously, they're not in a conference, so that kind of hurts them a little bit. Of course, I'm going to talk myself into this and throw just bulletin board material out there. But but no, I mean, Indiana's run defense is one of the stats that's been thrown out there the last couple of weeks. It's the best in the nation in terms of efficiency. And that's how Notre Dame gets their success is their run game. So it's kind of who's going to be better in this one. And I mean, Indiana defensively has been really good. Offensively is where I worry because their offensive line really struggled against Ohio State. And obviously they haven't played too many games like that against high-powered collegiate lines. So that's what worries me the most about this game.
Who do you think will be the best game to watch that first round?
I think that Tennessee game is going to be really good.
I do too. I'm trying to talk myself into being, just.
The opening line on that was like 7.5. I thought
it was 9.5.
Yeah,
and now it's down to 6.5,
which I think is a lot.
It started at 9.5 to bait people into the money.
Taking it.
But 6.5, I can see that.
Yeah.
Ohio State at home.
Yeah.
In the horseshoe and all that. So I could see that why they would do that. The funniest thing so far for me is Vol Twitter
Oh, yeah.
is a thing. It's a beast.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. You can't.
It's like a personality all its own.
It really is. And I don't know if Ohio State fans just think they're the only football team.
They're not even good at Twitter themselves.
They're terrible at it.
Like Indiana this year is good at Twitter.
But Ohio State's terrible at the Twitter war. Vol
and
Twitter.
see, they're not used to that, and they're not used to Vol Twitter.
Vol Twitter is so good at it. I mean, we totally got a coach fired that was barely even hired.
Yeah.
Shiano Sunday. I mean, it's the whole thing. Books have been written about it at this point. And Ohio State fans are like, well, I bet like 10 or 15,000 Vol fans will show up.
They don't get it.
Did you not go back a couple of years ago and watch LSU and then watch all the LSU fans pile out after we've beaten the smack out of them and we're half the stadium?
Yeah. I mean, it's
LSU.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, that's what I know. Noah, he's going. I know he said a lot of people that he knows are going. He's gonna be down in Florida doing Upperman basketball.
Yeah.
He's gonna fly up to Columbus, go to the game, and then fly back to Florida to keep doing basketball.
So something
Tennessee fans are crazy.
Something really funny that happened is, they Ohio State fans were talking all this smack about Tennessee fans. They're not going to show up. I don't even know if they have fans, one of them said. Well, somebody got a hold of the pre-sale code for Ohio State season ticket holders, and they started putting that out there for everybody. Well, everybody started buying them. So many flights have been tried to get booked out of Knoxville that United has they added a nonstop from Knoxville to Columbus. I don't know what kind of FAA rigmarole you got to go through to start adding flights.
It's also not that far of a drive.
Not that far of a drive. No, you can
But
probably.
basically, Vol Twitter made United Airlines.
Yes.
A lot of money.
Yeah. Well, they made them change their scheduling.
Right. So I hope that, when game time comes that, I just really think Ohio State fans are in for a rude awakening.
I think they also they're going the Scarlet for in the stadium. I think they did that to take away from the contrasting of the Tennessee orange that'll be in there.
Lord.
So they didn't do an all white stadium and
you can't contrast.
No, I know, but I think they tried to go red. Okay, red's a little bit closer. It'll look a little more like orange. You can't tell as much. There's going to be a lot of orange speckles.
They're barking up the wrong tree again.
It's not the fan base you want to do it with.
The home game. They should have given us the home game.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
It would have been better for TV.
It would have been better for TV. It would have been better for everybody. But no, they give it to Ohio State, which I don't think has even played a night game this season.
No, because it's stinking big noon. They take every single game. That's been a whole thing too, which they're not happy about, rightfully so. They've played at noon almost every single time this season. I think with the exception of the Oregon game, which is obviously on the Pacific Coast.
Right.
So it's yeah.
Does anybody beat Oregon if they get,
man,
Tennessee gets past Ohio State, they got a chance against Oregon.
I tell you what, Penn State actually put up a really good fight
They
with
did.
them. I
think Tennessee had put on a good show for a little bit, but Oregon's tough, man.
That offense is ridiculous. I mean, that they're really, really hard to slow down. And again, Penn State was, they had somewhat of a chance late. They had to kind of keep up with them scoring, but I don't know what defense is going to slow down that offense.
After seeing the bracket, I think we're both going to agree that Oregon's going to be in the national championship.
I think so. Yeah.
Who's the other, in your opinion?
Oh, I'm trying to think who will come out of that top half, out of that 5-12. Is that Penn State?
It could be. Or where's Texas at? Could Texas?
I think Texas might be on that side too.
Yeah.
One of those two.
I think they're the two that could do it.
Yeah. Just that's the other.
Be Boise State.
Well, that's the other thing with the four buys in the conference champions. It's really silly.
Yeah.
Because Clemson should not have a bye.
Oh gosh, no.
Arizona State should not have a bye.
No.
They're not the top four teams.
Yeah.
The top four seeds.
Penn State, I think, does have the easiest.
That's why, and
part of it.
And they've got their flaws, but they're still a really good football team. But yeah, I think they've got a pretty good path. Texas has a pretty good path, but I mean, Ewers does not look good for them.
We could talk about basketball, but the Vols are number one in that too. So.
Yeah. Hey, Indiana beat them in an exhibition. That's my claim to fame this year because they have nothing else to be excited for.
Exhibition.
I was there, so I got to claim something.
How we're doing. Hey, thanks so much for being here, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And, games tonight are tell us where they're at before you get out of here.
Oakland is at Cookeville. Believe that one will be on YouTube, and then Pickett County and Cumberland County. Believe that'll be on the main UCR Facebook page.
Jacob Vincent from the Upper Cumberland Reporter and our very own sports guy.
Yes.
I'm even letting Upper Cumberland Reporter claim him for the work he does here on Good Morning Cookeville.
There we go. I'll take it.
It's 7:31 coming up. Coach Dana McWilliams from Upperman, 800 wins. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. We'll talk to her in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Regional Medical Center celebrated the opening of 26 new beds Thursday. The nearly 2-year expansion project totaled $12 million and brings the hospital bed capacity to 289. A Sparta woman has received a 5-year sentence, suspended to supervised probation for a stabbing incident. WJLE Smithville reports 44-year-old Christy Dawn Bolden was charged with aggravated assault in October after stabbing a man multiple times with a tire punch. Her sentence handed down after entering a plea by Criminal Information on Monday. A working smoke alarm prevented a Wednesday house fire from becoming a bigger tragedy. That, according to the Putnam County Fire Department, who responded to a stove fire at a home on Williamsburg Circle. A press release said the homeowner had laid down to rest when smoke detectors alerted of the fire. Crews made a quick attack on the fire and helped limit damage. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Pickett County Bobcats traveled to Eagleville and split with the Eagles. The Lady Bobcats won 58-41 in the first game, while Eagleville won the boys' game 56-46. Dan Mullen, former head coach at Florida and Mississippi State, was named the new head coach of UNLV football yesterday. Mullen last coached in 2021 for the Gators, where he went 34-15 in 4 years with one SEC championship. Mullen takes over for Barry Odom, who left to take over for Purdue. Longtime ESPN basketball broadcaster Dick Vitale announced yesterday on social media that he was cancer-free again. Vitale was first diagnosed with cancer in 2021 and has beaten it 4 times since. Vitale is 85 and said he hopes to get back into the booth this season. In the NHL last night, the Islanders topped the Blackhawks 5-4, Capitals over the Blue Jackets in overtime 2-1, Flyers beat the Red Wings 4-1, and the Devils beat the Kings 3-1. Tonight on UCR, we have 2 high school basketball games as Cookeville hosts Oakland and Pickett County travels to Cumberland County. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Software company Service Titan had a very successful stock launch on the NASDAQ, valuing the company at nearly $9 billion. The stock was priced at $71. It topped $100 in its debut. Service Titan, based in Glendale, California, makes software used by technicians serving heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Daimler Truck says Cal Freight owes it about $139 million. Cal Freight is based in Arlington, Texas. It's reorganizing in bankruptcy court. It's a truckload operator that also offers services for customers. Broadcom shares are higher. The semiconductor company's earnings topped expectations. Revenue from artificial intelligence jumped more than 200%. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola. Invested in you.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Partly cloudy in mid-50s today. We'll see temperatures fall back into the middle 30s overnight with partly cloudy skies. But tomorrow, increasing clouds, chance of rain by late afternoon. Highs getting closer to 60. And then the rain gets in here tomorrow night. We'll see overnight lows in the mid-40s with daytime highs on Sunday as we complete the weekend in the mid to upper 50s.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:36 now. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, also channel 192 on Twin Lakes. Found out yesterday that Spectrum on their digital, like if you have the Spectrum app,
Yeah.
and you try to put it on channel 192, they ain't got us on there.
Oh, Spectrum.
So everybody call and complain if you're on Spectrum.
Yeah, because we want that on that app.
Or you just download the Hub Plus app and just watch it on there as well. And Hub Plus, we've got some other things going on with that. Another show actually got recorded this week, and we'll have that. I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't know if they want us to say just yet.
Right. Yeah.
But
it's somebody that's really great.
Yeah.
Has a lot to do in the community, and we're excited about
I
it.
imagine it'll debut in January,
Mhm.
so we'll get you some more local content, video content.
I'm very
that will be
excited
on
about where we're headed
Hub Plus.
with Hub Plus. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's
cut you off.
fine. No, it's a whole new thing, and again, we're still figuring stuff out and learning different things about video and television, and stuff like that. So we appreciate you all dealing with our little experiment that hopefully turns into something good.
And of course, when he said Hub Plus, it's only on Roku at the moment, and you have to spell out plus, P-L-U-S-E. S-E. I don't know why I said an A-E on there. Lord.
Once you put Hub in, it shows up now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good. And then on YouTube, it's Hub Plus Cookeville is where you can find us.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's at Good Morning Cookeville.
It is?
Yeah.
Don't listen to me.
At Good Morning Cookeville is where you can find us every morning on YouTube. Of course, Facebook and all of that stuff too, until Facebook kicks us off for some reason.
Yeah, I hope they don't, but
You never know about old Zuckerberg.
they change their algorithms like eating candy.
I could have swore yesterday was National Cocoa Day.
It was. We said it yesterday.
It's on the list again today.
Well, you can't ever have too much cocoa, can you?
I guess not. Maybe yesterday was International Cocoa Day, and
Today's
today's
just national?
I don't know.
I'm okay with it. I can have cocoa 2 days in a row.
When it comes to hot cocoa, Sheila, I know that you're probably somebody who likes
A cocoa connoisseur?
marshmallows.
I do.
in there.
Has to be the tiny ones, though.
See, that's where I disagree with you.
You do?
Yeah.
It seems like the big, full-size marshmallows, they don't melt as good.
That's why you have to buy the marshmallow cream in a jar.
Now, let me tell you, that's where it's at.
That's where it's
Yes.
at.
I agree with that.
If you're going to have hot cocoa.
Ooh, that is so good.
Yeah. My mom and I, mostly my mom, made homemade marshmallows.
Oh, and those are the best.
Come on.
Yeah. Now, they melt better and cocoa.
Yeah.
The homemade ones, and they
Right.
taste better.
I never thought about making homemade marshmallows, but there we were doing it, and it changed the game.
I thought you were going to go, it changed my world, which it does.
It does, but I mean, it changed the game on what hot cocoa
Oh, yeah.
supposed to taste like. Today is also National Violin Day. Have you ever tried to play the violin / fiddle?
I've not tried to, but I have wanted to.
It's way harder than it looks.
Oh, I'm sure.
Way harder. I'm terrible at it.
I mean, everybody that plays it makes it look easy, especially the late, great Charlie Daniels.
And today, Sheila, it is National Salesperson Day. So
I just became one of those.
I know.
Never thought I would. Jason talked me into this.
Yeah, you may not know this, but Sheila is one of our fine account executives at Cookeville Communications, selling radio advertising and other marketing things. So if you need something, call Sheila. We have two other great ones too, Piper Lyons and Lisa Melton.
Most definitely.
Just doing great work in the sales part here of.
And we
Good
all
Morning
three
Cookeville.
feel like, not sales really, we feel like we're more helping businesses market their goals. Because if I think of it that way, it's a lot better, because sometimes when you think of sales, you think of high pressure.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like sometimes I shut my mind down when somebody's trying to pressure me
Sure,
so much,
yeah.
because I can't think. It's like,
Yeah.
let me think about this. Let me consider what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's, you know what? It's more fun than I thought it would be, though. It's mainly just helping the people you know, or making friends, networking. And I enjoy doing that.
Well, so to all you salespeople out there, because listen,
It's not an easy job.
that's a lot of no's you have to deal with every
Definitely
single
is.
day. It
So-
really is.
Hats off to all of the salespeople.
Yeah. It's also U.S. National Guard birthday. I didn't know it started in 1636.
Wow, 1636.
The first militia regiments in North America were organized in Massachusetts. Today, the descendants of these first regiments, the 181st Infantry, the 182nd Infantry, and the 101st Field Artillery and 101st Engineer Battalion in Massachusetts, those all started from that one militia in 1636.
And when you think about it, too, anytime we have disasters, it's like National Guard. We're calling in the National Guard.
Yeah.
What would we do without them?
I don't know.
I mean, that really, and you learn if we don't have a National Guard somewhere, they don't get help as quickly as they should. So talk about tipping the hat. Do it to the National Guard, too, because they're phenomenal.
It's also National Day of the Horse. Did you ever have a horse growing up, Sheila?
I didn't. I always wanted one, though. But my grandmother had a horse, had a couple of horses, and I rode some of them. But
I had a couple of horses growing up. Skipper was my horse.
yeah, that's a good horse
He
name.
was an albino Appaloosa.
Ooh, I bet he was
Beautiful
gorgeous.
horse, yeah. And we had a big time. I fell off of him a few times.
Yeah, I fell off my grandmother's horse, too. Had a big old knot on my head. But you know what? That horse was so good. When I fell off, it just stopped.
Yeah.
Like, don't want to step on you. Because it was only that one horse that she would let us kids ride.
Yeah.
That's why. It's like, it's almost like you can't teach that. You know, they just, some
Right.
of them have just great, they just know.
They have I love horses and I'd love to have one, but I've always wanted like a good mule.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
mules are so cool.
They are.
And I don't know why. Maybe it's because, I remember back in the day going to the fair with my pa, who also wanted a mule. He thought mules were cool. And we'd always go to the mule show and see all the mules. I was like, I'm guessing that's it. I don't know, but I've always wanted to have one.
Well, everybody, like my pa, my daddy, we're talking about, you need a mule more than you need a horse.
Yeah. A mule more than you.
Like it'll outwork a horse. It'll
Yeah.
outdo a horse. And then they got more personality, of course, too.
I guess so. I don't know. More coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Are you tired of spending your precious time driving to and from our dealership for your service needs? That's why we are excited to announce Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service. With Ford Pickup and Delivery from Ford of Cookeville, we come to you. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are. Want to learn more about Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service? Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLagonaCookeville.com.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
Your Cookeville Gas Department works closely with contractors to make certain no gas line is broken when excavation is done. However, there are times when damage does occur. If you smell gas where construction is being done, please notify the gas department immediately. Better yet, call us before you dig and let us locate the lines for you. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas, energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio, 7:48 now.
Speaking of the Willow Window Studio, the main man himself from Willow Window, John Norris.
He wanted to bring his Ohio State helmet in here because I guess we have to be mortal enemies for a week or something.
Yeah,
No, absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
No, we're only for 3.5 hours.
Right.
But I think we're going to be together.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to serve you.
Well, I'm bringing stuff too.
Everybody says Jesus was the volunteer, but hey, a Buckeye can be a servant as well.
To be real honest, a Buckeye is a poisonous nut.
Yeah,
it kills cattle every day.
Yes, it's a worthless nut.
It is.
However, when you put a human being in it, it doesn't become worthless anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can put a human in the nut, and then it's real. Yeah.
Only John can explain stuff like this.
Yeah. Hey, let me. I was listening to you guys on the way in. You were talking about sales and radio. So let me just give everybody out there listening right now. If you own a small business and you don't advertise with the radio, it's just not a good idea.
You're missing the boat.
You're really missing a lot. I had no idea what the radio station would do for Willow Window until I did it. And there's a whole long story there. Maybe one day we can talk about it. But if you, and you know, I'm sure that you guys give deals if you're new.
Sure, yeah.
Right? So
we got one going on right now.
Yeah, so just give it a shot. I highly recommend it. I mean,
Thanks, John.
it's incredible, and I tell you, the sales staff and Piper and Sheila, of course, Sheila and I have a very long connection, but
Yeah.
I
was his marketing director.
That's right. So
Love Willow Window.
if you're thinking about marketing, this is where you need to start.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously there's other places that you need to, get the word out with. I mean, we got nothing against anybody else, but radio's a great base because we're in your car, we're everywhere. 83% of people still listen to the radio every day.
3%.
I mean, so we're still the number one medium out there. I mean, you can talk about social media all you want.
Yeah,
We're still the number one marketing media.
And not to mention the personality behind it. Even outside of radio, y'all are advertising for your clients. I mean, that's how we became such close friends. It's real. It's real advertising. It's complementary to every other thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I want to support people that support us. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It's
a relationship.
It is.
Yeah. And the people at the radio station, man, y'all are just great. It's an interesting group.
We are an interesting group. We had our Christmas party last night, and it was funny because you can step back and what a
an eclectic group.
Wide swath of people we have.
Did you hide the Xerox machine?
Well, it was at the Holiday Inn up here on Willow,
okay.
so they didn't have that available to us.
Do they even make those anymore?
Yeah, they still make them. Yeah. It's just you don't use them anymore.
Yeah, right.
You call people now and
That's
go,
right.
hey, do that thing that you do, where I get a copy of it.
Yeah. No more faxes.
Whatever that is, yeah. We were getting ready to talk about what are good professions for people that hate people.
Whoa.
And I never really thought about it before. This was a question that they put out online, and some of the
It would be
Not the
difficult
radio.
no.
no, and not anything in retail.
No.
Here's what they're saying: commercial truck driver, because you're by yourself.
Oh.
Welder. Most welders hate people.
The guy that crawls into the septic tank.
Oh.
Bless his heart.
Yeah. It's like a necessary thing. We need it, but that job, it has to be horrible.
A night desk at a hotel. If you hate people, that's a good one. Although, I imagine you would find a few people would come in and they would be crazy. So you would just be guaranteed crazies, I think.
Every time I've showed up at the hotel at 2 a.m., I've been pretty happy.
You've been the nut.
I was the nut.
You were
human
inside
nut.
the Buckeye.
I was. A little bit poisonous.
And this
but mostly.
This was kind of out of left field. Self-employed beekeeper.
Oh.
Very specific.
But I think we've had beekeepers on the show, and they seem to like people too, but bees better.
Unless they stink. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's a happy job.
Being a
So, too.
beekeeper?
Yeah.
I think it's a cool job.
I guess. I don't know. A morgue doctor comes in on the list, which I can
that's not
absolutely
You won't have to talk to the people for sure.
Well,
you can.
You can. They're just not talking back,
Which may be even better.
That's in therapy.
That's like every man's dream.
Hey.
She doesn't talk back.
I like this one.
Right.
Let's see here. A locomotive engineer, which, you think about when you're a kid, that exists and you would love to be one. But as an adult, you don't really think about that being like an actual job.
Driving a train?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you're not really
Or a trolley, like yesterday.
Dude, can you believe there was a trolley
I
on
can't
the
believe
interstate?
it. I've been looking ever since.
Well, it was heading to Nashville, I'm guessing, or somewhere that way.
Yeah, they're going to be loaded up with bachelorettes
Yes,
this evening.
that's what it is.
Yeah, no, it's already happening.
I didn't even think about that. That's what that would be.
That's
for.
what
why
that's
they
for.
were headed to Nashville.
I had it as something sweet, like they were doing little trolley rides for Christmas
No.
with the kids. And
No.
It's bachelorette parties.
Somebody has already throwed up in it.
done
already
throwed up.
Done it.
They done throwed up in it for sure.
That's Ohio right there.
Yeah. Let's see here. What's some of the other? This one says, I run my own pressure washing business, and I guarantee no one will bother you when you have a pressure washer in your hands.
Dude, that's therapeutic, man.
Even to watch the videos where they pressure wash.
Do you watch? Do all three of us are power wash?
It's satisfying to watch it.
It is fantastic.
I mean, I don't know why that is so
I don't know either.
amazing to watch.
But it sure is.
And it's even better when you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's weird watching other people. Like my kids are watching other kids play with toys on YouTube.
Right.
I'm
You're
like,
what are you doing that for?
Yeah, you have those toys. Just do that.
and then we're watching pressure washing.
And then we're watching pressure washers.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing the kids are doing. That's our big people toys.
Right. A henchman. That's a good job for people who hate people.
Oh, yeah.
Being a henchman, that should have been number one.
Trained killer.
Yeah, that's way better
assassin
than a locomotive engineer.
They make it sound real cool on the movies.
I don't know. They're getting paid, so
Yeah.
they don't know the person. Maybe.
I don't know.
A
virologist.
I don't even know what that is.
I think they play with viruses.
Ew.
Oh, that would be a scary job. What if you get the killer virus?
Yeah, thanks, China.
And then this one here's disturbing. Dentist they put on there,
But they deal with people every day, but they
Right.
don't have to talk to
But
them, right? They're like,
do dentists secretly hate people?
No, I know LG Puckett. We're great buddies. He
Yeah.
loves everybody.
Well, I mean, it's no secret about me, Hayes Family Dentistry. Everybody knows I hate the dentist.
You do.
I mean, like it's,
He loves
even
you.
asked me, does Jason really hate the dentist?
I do.
And I was like, yeah, he's scared of that and flying.
But the Hayes, I mean, I'm telling the truth on there. I mean, it's the real deal, and they know I'm scared, so they just go ahead and
Give you the happy gas.
Give you the gas.
might as well knock me out.
I've never had the gas.
Oh, dude, you'd love it.
You would love it.
All right.
Yeah, next time you go, ask for it.
We can get one installed in here.
That would be great.
Just give it to your
morning.
guest.
No, I think it'd be funnier to give it to Sheila.
He likes winding me up and see what I'll do.
I mean, she's half a bubble off anyway.
The SEC would be notified
right
immediately.
Maybe we could just do a stream only.
Yeah.
Well, it would be awful. You would have the controls for my happy gas, and I'll be sitting there like, oh.
The viewership would definitely increase. I'm not going to lie.
I always lie to the dentist. They're like, are you feeling anything yet?
No.
Might ought to crank that up a bit.
As drool is flying out of your
I don't feel anything. My guess is a lot of people lie to them.
Yeah.
Comcast customer service rep.
Oh, that's terrible. That's number one.
I really think they don't like people.
That's number one.
I
A
don't.
lot of the service customer reps do not like people.
Okay, after a few calls, how could they like people?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. Twin Lakes, they're awesome.
The best.
Dude, they answer the phone like if you're having a bad day and you don't even need anything from Twin Lakes, just give them a call.
I've got Twin Lakes at the house, and I've had just one problem the entire time. I called, and you could tell it was just an old boy who answered it, talk like us, And I said, "Where are you located at?" Jamestown. I was like,
Really?
I'm never switching from Twin Lakes ever again.
Listen, I cut the internet to my house like, I don't know, 7 times. I thought after the 3rd time they'd be like, come on, dude.
Come on, we're going to have to kick you out.
Sir, you can no longer have the internet, sir.
Yeah, because they always threaten you after the 2nd time, like, hey, if we have to come out again, we're going to charge you. But they never do.
Because you're so nice, John.
They're so nice.
Let me tell you, great customer service at Willow Window that's local.
Hey, we got to run, Sheila.
Okay. Oh, well, we're done.
Yeah,
that's it.
We're all done. So thanks, everybody, for listening, watching, however you got Good Morning Cookeville this week. We really do appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning. Bye now.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.